Hi, I'm Locke Wilford at Dublin Nissan. Come see why Nissan is innovation that excites.
Hi, I'm Don Carswell at Dublin Nissan. Come in and experience the ride of your life. Come into Dublin Nissan and get big discounts and 0% financing on new Nissans. Come in and save up to $8,000 off on a Nissan Maxima. Save now on a new Nissan Sentra starting at $14,988. Come into Dublin Nissan and get rates as low as 1.9 on certified pre-owned Nissans.
It's time to experience Dublin Nissan, the only dealer you will ever need.
For those of you who are not familiar with Unity, Unity is a group of organizations who come together up under Eve's Daughters, Inc. We have FIO, which is Friends in Life, Eve's Daughters, and also Man Up of Georgia. And we look forward to partnering up with some more entities and as we move forward. And we have guests out in the audience, Boom, and representing Boom, which is Shamika Jackson and Miss White. Tonight, our facilitator would be Miss Kristen Oliver. All right, and I'm gonna turn everything over to her.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kristen Oliver. I am a lead teen consultant of Eve's Daughters, which basically means I scout out in the community. I started at Dublin High School. I was initially the lead teen consultant for Dublin High School, and I looked for girls to pass the torch to when I left Dublin High School. We also have our lead teen consultants also do that in their schools, and they take upon the roles of Eve's Daughters representatives in their schools. I am also a nursing student at Georgia Southern University. I'm majoring in nursing, and I have a minor in research development, which drives my advisor crazy. Pretty much, I've enjoyed working at Eve's Daughters. It has made me responsible, made me somewhat organized, and it really has given me purpose. You know, going into college, college is about finding yourself. And Eve's Daughters has been my backbone, my support system. You know, sometimes you don't want to go to parents and talk to parents about things. And Eve's Daughters supporters and workers have been there for me. And I'd just like to say thank you, and I hope that you all enjoy tonight with us, and we thank you for coming out. I would like to bring up Miss Wanda Wilcher, who is Eve's Daughters founder.
Thank you all for coming out on this afternoon to help us celebrate Eve's Daughters and our other entities that we partner with. Eve's Daughters began as a seed, a thought, and an observation that in our community there was not a home for pregnant teens. In an effort to bring this to fruition, we came together as a team to develop Eve's Daughters organization. Eve's Daughters organization's mission is to minister to the needs of teen girls and to encourage positive choices within an atmosphere of hope and healing. And as we do that, and we have done that, by community outreach with the youth rally and back to school event that served over 450 students. Cinderella's Closet that provided gently worn prom dresses to young women who could not afford them. Outreach to our senior citizens through games and gifts at the Haven of TLC. And throughout these organizational activities, the lead teen consultants, the youth girls, were the coordinators of these events. Let's give them a hand. The vision also of Eve's Daughters organization as a faith-based initiative, we strive to support teen girls with a 3E principle of empowerment, encouragement, and education to positively affect the outcome of pregnant teens. We have teen consultants in each of the high schools within the Lawrence County setting at East Lawrence High School, West Lawrence High School, Delden High School. We also reach out to Twiggs County High School, Wilkinson County High School, Dodge County High School, and Telfair County. In the future, we plan to expand our horizons as we strive to positively affect the outcome of teen pregnancy. Teenage pregnancies, predispositions, and outcomes continue to be in the forefront of our community's disparities. Getting involved in the lives of teenage girls by means of the faith-based community, healthcare professionals, educators, and family members has the potential to promote healthy outcomes. At this time, we would like to present Eve's Daughters Dedication Award. Eve's Daughters Dedication Award goes to an individual who took the torch and ran with it and continues to run with it. This individual is very dedicated to the mission of Eve's Daughters. This individual has a go-getter mentality and a heart and a drive to positively impact teen girls. This individual walks in the shoes of and has walked in the shoes of pregnant teens. At this time, we would like to present the Eve's Daughters Dedication Award to Miss Crystal O'Neill.
I would just like to thank God, thank my mother, my father, thank my children. And like Miss Wilcher said, I was a teen mother. I know I don't look it, but I was. But thank you.
At this time, we'll have Brandon Wilcher, who will give the Man Up of Georgia Dedication Award.
Thank you. The Man Up Dedication Award goes to a group of individuals who have really been dedicated to our mission. And what I mean by dedicated, I haven't been able to spend as much time with them as I would like due to other things that I had going on. But I want them to understand and to know that I didn't lose sight of them and pushing forward. We are currently in the process of implementing some things so that they can have something to look forward to. Without further ado, I would like to announce our dedication award to our Journey to Royalty members. First, we have Trenton Carr. Zashawn Holloman. Tadre Willis. Jathan Willis. We have two who are not with us today, but I will go ahead and announce their names also. We have Javen Ash and also Tyree Pittman. Would you guys like to say anything? All right, let's give them another hand.
At this time, we'll have our Friend in Life Dedication Award presented by Ms. LaTrenda Bell.
The first award that we were going to give out will be presented, it centers on dedication. I have a number of dedicated members and associates and volunteers who assist me whenever we need them, but in various activities, programs, and other functions. But dedication is what drives us to be successful and sets us apart from others. Without it, there can be no success, as we know that. And these two young ladies that I have chosen have shown true dedication at all times. And I am so grateful and blessed that they are members of my organization. They have been with FIL since 2012. We have resumed, since we resumed our activities in our organization. When you see or hear of FIL, you are going to see these two ladies, these young ladies. They are right there behind me 100% every time. Whenever I ask them to do anything, they try their best and they're always ready to go get it. So their personality and their love, it shines through to everyone who meets them. So with further ado, in honor of their hard work with FIL, I want to recognize my most dedicated members of Friends in Life Girls Youth Group, Michaela and Micaiah Smith. Hello, everybody. I was up here earlier, but my name is Latrinda Bell. I am the director of Friends in Life, which we call FIL Girls Youth Group.
And I am Jacqueline Hosey, the co-director of FIL.
The beginning of Friends in Life came about with us. We're two best friends. We've been friends for over 20 years. Been tight kudos for over 20 years. We've been there for one another, and so one of the things that we found was that there is the possibility that ladies can be friends for years on top of years. And so much what we see now is that we have young ladies in school and in the community, they're friends for just a short while, but what we have as friendship, it goes far beyond just 2 or 3 years. So we wanted to impart that in our community and show young ladies what you can achieve when you have that best friend or you have that sisterhood and transitioning into the community.
And so many have begun to realize our community has a growing need for a program that will help, as well as the influence of our youth. That is why we wanted to inform such an organization centered to the youngest females.
Our mission basically is to lead the young ladies of our communities into becoming prosperous young women of the future. In the beginning, our focus was on young ladies between the ages of 8 and 18. As we discussed, we discussed things and we revised it, and we actually went back a little bit and got a little younger. Went back a little bit, and some of the little young ladies that we got were between the ages of like 5 and 6 because we gathered some that are like kindergartners and first graders, so we actually went backwards just a little bit. We try to provide our members with an opportunity to experience positive support that will assist them in becoming the great person that they are. And with that, we instill into them leadership, to bring out those leadership qualities that they have. We use the acronym SPELL because we're always having to explain who we are. If you say, I have an organization called Friends in Life, well, what do you do? So we spell it out for them. The S stands for self-improvement, which we try to instill in them. The P stands for professional development, which we try to also gear them towards to prepare for the future. E stands for encouragement. L for leadership, and that last L is for love, to self-love, that self-love that they need in order to be prosperous in this world today.
In 2014, we also started our free food for our community feeding project. We work with William Grove Baptist Church in providing a free meal to the community once a month.
In September of 2014, we began working with Dublin Housing Authority after school program. Working with girls in this program is very exciting. We've met a number of girls, and just working with them has inspired us far beyond what we tried to achieve in the first place. They were eager to participate, willing to put in the work, We discuss various topics with them centered on empowerment, leadership, self-motivation, and personal hygiene as well. We have people there at the after-school program who also helps us, and we have two of those people with us today. Ms. Joanne Glover, would you stand, please? And Ms. Shateria Clark. This summer, we hope to have a fun-filled summer, and we're planning on working with our members and other young ladies who they want to bring in or who that wants to participate with us in our programs. And each year, we're finding that we're getting bigger and we're getting better. One of the things that our biggest concern and thing that we try to instill in them is leadership. And with that, I want to transition into an award that we're going to give out tonight. The next award is that we're giving out is for leadership, because that's one of the things that we really focus on. And I think this young lady has done a wonderful job in displaying the type of leadership our community needs. This young lady has worked very hard throughout her high school career, and now she's taking that same work ethic into her college career at Albany State University, where she will major in forensic science and aspires to eventually work with the GBI. She is a 2013 graduate of Dublin High School. During her high school career, she was a DHS cheerleader from 2009 to 2013. She worked with the cheerleaders on the football team, basketball squad, and she also did competition. She was, during her senior year, she was president of student council, and she was also nominated for a homecoming court. Right now at Albany State University, she works with CAM, which Centers for the African American Male. They mentor males in high school and expose them to college and staying on the right track between the ages of 5 and 18. She works with SAS, which is Students Advocating for a Stronger Sisterhood. They bring women together for a stronger sisterhood in which they mentor each other, and they come together and just advance on with that sisterhood. She recently participated in the 2015 Miss Purple and Gold Scholarship Pageant of the Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. And although she did not play, she did win Miss Congeniality, and the work that she had that went into her performance was outstanding. She had to recite speeches that she had written herself, and they were not short speeches; they were long. She did a flawless talent piece of a poem, "I Don't Need a Man," that got her standing applause from the audience. She has a great support system, and that is what all the young ladies that we're trying to instill in them, is to get that support behind them, and you can achieve anything. So I present FIL's big sister, Natanya Kellum, with the award of Outstanding Leadership. Thank you. You want to say something?
Don't know what to say, but thank you. I appreciate all the support from everybody, near and far. It's really hard being a college student. Like, you learn yourself. You really do. And I appreciate all the support near and far, advice, anything. I appreciate it all, young and old. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much.
At this time, we'll have our Eve's Daughter Leadership Award by Ms. Crystal O'Neill.
I'm here to present the Leadership Award to one of our Eve's Daughter girls. She's a senior at West Lawrence High School, and she did, she headed up the Cinderella's Closet for the girls who were unable to afford prom dresses. And our Leadership Award goes to Miss Ashley Kelly. Ashley has very few words.
just a few more words about that leadership award. How that leadership award came about was we got together as a group, and I have a particular group up under Eve's Daughters Inc. that I like to call Unity, and they happen to be sitting at this table right over here. Can't remember the table number. Throw your hands up. Okay. And we got together and we really wanted to reward, our outstanding lead team consultant. So what we did was everybody had a fast shot, and we sent, an application packet to them. And this particular award is not, although Ashley is a senior now, this particular award is not just for seniors. So if we happen to have a freshman that's a part of Eve's Daughters, and they, show us great leadership skills through their work, well, they can win it 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th if need be. And so, just a little bit about that Cinderella closet. A funny story about that is we was in a meeting, and I said, okay, Ashley, I said, well, we can go ahead and start getting ready for the Cinderella closet. And Ashley told me, she said, I've been waiting on you. I've been ready for 2 months. So, so that's the type of leadership skills that she brings to the table and brings to Eve's Daughters. So let's give her another hand.
At this time, we'll have Miss Chastity O'Neal Willis to present the Eve's Daughter Scholarship Award.
I am here to present the Scholarship Award for Eve's Daughters. I must say this was a very hard task. This year we had a number of recipients from both East Lawrence, West Lawrence, Twiss County, Dodge County. But this young lady is from East Lawrence High School. She's come in with a grade point average of 99.765. She scored a 1930 on her SATs. She is a member of the Beta Club, the competition cheerleading team, football team, ELHS ambassadors. She's participated in Upward. She's plays the piano. She volunteers at the nursing home. She plans on attending Mercer University, where she plans on majoring in biology with a pre-med focus. I am happy to present Miss Lauren Francis Wood from East Lawrence High School with the Eve's Daughters 2015 Scholarship.
I'm not really sure what all went into deciding who got the scholarship, but I'm so thankful for this opportunity. So thank you to whoever decided this, because I'm honored. Thank you.
At this time, we will have the Martha Williams Humanitarian Award presented by Brandon Wilcher.
Okay. So at this point, well, I want to tell you guys, I'm going to go a little bit deeper with Eve's Daughters and how Eve's Daughters came about. All right? So, according to what you believe, we all know that Eve is considered the first what? First mother. All right? And, of course, back in the late, I think it was 1990s, I think, my mom had she had a vision, and she had a passion to sort of help combat teen pregnancy. And from that, I got wind of it in about 2005, if I'm not mistaken. And around that time, I was a freshman in college myself. So the vision sort of lay dormant for a few years. When I finished my undergrad degrees, told my mom, I said, okay, well, it's time to thing on the road. Now, my mom's grandmother name is Yvetta. So, for those who are wondering how we came up with the name Eve's Daughters, there you have it. So, just like my mother wanted to do something in the name of her grandmother, I also wanted to do something in the name of my grandmother, who happens to be Yvetta firstborn, if I'm not mistaken. Correct. No, okay. But I don't want to go any further. I don't want to go any further without acknowledging all of the women who are descendants of Miss Yvetta. So you want to just throw your hands up and out so everybody can see you guys. So when coming up with this this humanitarian award goes to a fellow who every now and then, you know, sometimes you let other people know and hear about your dreams and the different things that you're trying to accomplish, and sometimes it's like speaking to a brick wall. Other times you may run across dream killers, and then every now and then you happen to look up and run across somebody who's gonna support you. And I remember sitting in this particular fella's office, and I was just sharing with him about, you know, some of the things that we were trying to combat in the Middle Georgia area. And another trait that he possessed was he just sat there and he just listened. He sat there and he just listened. When I was finished, I say a few weeks later, he came and he brought a bag full of clothes to donate to Banquet, Georgia, which we'll get into that a little bit later on. And I say about, of course I brought those clothes, and we were able to distribute those clothes out to people in need. Say about maybe a week or so later, he came back with shoes, and we were able to distribute those shoes to males in need. This Martha Williams Humanitarian Award goes to Dr. James Stevens. At this point in time, I would like to have Ms. Martha Williams come up. And in his absence, Dr. Stevens is actually a professor down at Georgia Southern University. And in his absence, we're going to have Mr. Wayne Lawrence, who will be receiving this award for him. So I'm going to... All right.
Well, I'm here to accept this award for Dr. James Stevens. Last time I spoke with him, he said he was very proud of Brandon, and I'm actually very grateful for everything that Brandon has done. So I'm honored to take this award in honor of him.
Thank you.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. It doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent.
Glad you're okay, Sarah. We'll take care of everything.
And the company that stands behind them.
Thanks so much for your help.
No problem.
Auto Owners Insurance.
Curry Maffitt Insurance Agency in Dublin is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
At this time, we will have a special presentation by Ms. Wanda Wilcher.
At this time, will our lead team consultants that are seniors, our senior lead team consultants, come forward. Ms. Ashley. Brianna Miller, Deasia Bowie, and Joya Holland. Thank you for your hard work. Something else like that. Miss Joy Holland. Miss Deasia Bowie. She has hers. Okay. Let's give her another round.
At this time, we'll have our Man Up of Georgia Leadership Award presented by Mr. Jamie Pittman, Pastor Jamie Pittman, and Brandon Wilcher.
I'm gonna give you guys a few words on what Man Up of Georgia is and how it came about and what have you. In 2010, I had to do an internship, and I actually did an internship up under this particular organization where one of my big projects were to rebirth a fatherhood initiative. Okay. Now, in rebirthing this fatherhood initiative, we came up, myself and two other fellows, we went off the training and we came up with a program called Man Up. Now, at this point in time, we got back and we began to, have a strategic planning meeting on how we was going to move forward. And for that particular program, the purpose was to positively increase the well-being of kids through encouraging their dads to stay active in their lives. As time went on, one of the fellas, he decided to step down, so myself and the other gentleman, we decided to push forward. In the process of pushing forward, what we found was that it was very, very hard, very, very challenging to get males, men to come to support groups and to talk to them about how to be a better father without any type of incentive, we quickly, we tried T-shirts, we tried lunch boxes and what have you, but those incentives were not enough. And with that particular program, what happened was we was like, we have to get this information out. We have to, because part of the agreement was that we was going to teach this particular curricula. And what we did was we got on the radio and we used that as a way to teach the curricula out to the men in Middle Georgia. Shortly after that, due to lack of funds, that program sort of came to a halt. And I would try to come up with new innovative ideas on how we could pick up the momentum, per se. And I'm assuming that it wasn't the right timing for that. Now, simultaneously, in 2011, we came up with the idea of a male involvement program that we call Man Up of Georgia. Within this male involvement program, we wanted to have different components, and just to name a few of our components, that's how our mentoring group, Journey to Royalty, came about. We like to call that mentoring group JR. We call it Junior because being in the South, at one point in time, whenever men had their first child, they like to name it, like to name that son after them. So we like to call that our mentoring group Junior, but it's an acronym for Journey to Royalty. And I'm proud to say that mentoring group has sort of picked up. And we're doing some great things with our partnership with the Dublin Housing Authority. We're doing some great things with our youth, okay? Another component of Man Up of Georgia was this component that we like to call Man Talk. Man Talk is basically a faith-based sort of support group where men, we come together and we just talk about different things, different faith-based things, and we take a significant male figure out the Bible, and we really discuss his pros so that we can sort of learn to apply his pros to our lives, and we also discuss his cons so that we can learn from his mistakes so that we won't make the same mistakes. And with this particular group, I reached out to Mr. Pastor Pittman here, and since then, he, Mr. Carl Hicks, Mr. Saul Faluka, just to name a few, we get together occasionally at Golden Corral for just for men talk over breakfast, and that is I'm proud of that. I'm really proud of that, because we're just a few good men getting together, you know, to sort of encourage and empower each other to be better men in life. Okay, our third component that we want to get on its way real soon is a men health component. All right, and we have another component which will be called which will be our education component, and I'm currently working with this group called Escape Down in Statesboro, trying to put some things together so that we can come back to our community here in Middle Georgia and in Dublin and Lawrence County and implement those things. Now, as it relates to this leadership award goes to a guy who, if I'm not mistaken, he has not missed anything that was related to Man Up of Georgia. And whenever we sit down and we will talk, he will always say, which all of the guys do, they say, Brandon, we back you 100%. We with you. We gonna be with you. And at this point in time, I want to, because I have two of the guys who are sitting out in the audience, and I want to recognize both of them. But Mr. Hicks, can you throw your hands up? And Mr. Fluker, can you throw your hands up? But the leadership award for this year, I'm proud to say, goes to Mr. Saul Fluker.
Well, I would just like to thank the Lord, amen.
And I want to thank all of those guys, because all of those guys, they really do support the vision of Man Up of Georgia. And even whenever myself and Mr. Hicks, whenever we lose contact, whenever he see me, he let me know it too. He said, "Hey man, I hadn't heard from you, man. What's been going on?" And it's things like that right there that's gonna help us get out here and achieve our mission and our vision.
At this time, we'll have a special presentation by Ms. Wanda Wilcher.
As a young child, this individual would sometimes sit with his great aunt in front of her as she would read the Bible to him. And he was too young to read himself. So she would tell him the things that were in there, and he would say, "Show me, show me, show me." Or he would ask her a question, and she lean over and read some more to him, and he would say, "Show me, show me, show me." He always would ask questions. Some would say, "That is a nosy child." And then I would say, no, he's just inquisitive. To the point that he completed a dual bachelor's degree at Georgia Southern, which took a lot of questioning time and a lot of research and a lot of studying. He has his bachelor's degree in child and family development and community health, which he received at the same time dually. He is currently a Master's of Health Administration student, in which he will complete that degree in maybe a month or a few weeks. And he's also applied to an interview for the doctorate program. At this time, and let me share a little bit more before we say that. He calls me, and I could be on my way to work, trying to get ready for work, and he will have a certain topic that he would like to discuss. He doesn't speak in short. He speaks in length, at length. And he speaks with a passion and a drive. So sometimes I wonder, wow, this child, which is a young man, is so full of wisdom. He has many mantras, and mantras are different little statements that he sometimes tells us. And you sometimes hear him say, anyhow come. And then there's another one that he states to me. He says, Mama, some people make it happen, some people watch it happen, and some people don't realize it's happening. So at this time, I like to thank the one that I had the vision, and the scripture says, write the vision, make it plain. It will speak and not faint. Because of this young man, I thank him for not allowing Eve's daughters to lay dormant anymore and giving it a voice and making it speak. Mr. Brandon Wiltshire, would you come forward?
Thank you, thank you.
And it is a picture here that has him, a picture of him when he received his first bachelor's degrees. And then there are other a collage of pictures of him. And I especially like this one where his mind is wandering and planning. And then his mantra here, some people make it happen, some people watch it happen, and some people don't realize it's happening.
So I would tell a story, and as Brandon always says, long story short, which like his mom said is never, ever short. So funny, we were trying to Unity decided that we wanted to present Brandon with an award because there was so much time and effort that went into planning this event. And he was so focused on everybody, making sure that everybody got taken care of, where there was times where I'm like, how are you doing? He's like, it don't matter. We got to get this, we got to make this happen. And we were like, okay, we're going to name it a humanitarian award. And then we were like, oh wait, we already got one of those. So we were planning on what could we name this award, and we decided a visionary award. But what's so funny is that this past week, literally 2 days ago, I'm talking to Brandon, and he was giving me this beautiful idea, and I was like, Brandon, you know, that's a little far-fetched. And he was like, I'm a visionary, Daniela. You can't tell me that. And I was like, how do you know we give me that award? Which he didn't. So he himself entitled himself a visionary. So Brandon Wiltshire, Unity is presenting you with the Visionary Award in recognition for your exemplary, vision, leadership, humility, and zeal towards the vision of Unity. So please come get your award.
Yeah. come up?
Carmen, that's you too. You might have to wipe off.
Oh, we good, we good.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
That's why. Thank you. All right. That wasn't too bad, right? All right. Everybody enjoying themselves tonight? Yes. Well, to make a long story short, I would like to just really have a few words to this group right here, because this group right here is the core of unity. It is the core without a shadow of a doubt. And what I want you guys to understand is that teamwork makes the dream work, all right? And that your vision is tied directly to your team. None of this would have been possible without you guys sitting out here, okay? And I do say that, and I do mean that, each and every last one of you, okay? When I have certain visions or certain ideas, now one thing I do know is that success is not achieved through independence. It's not. It's actually achieved through interdependence. And so, I'll give you a little bit of background on how unity came up. All right, you know. So we got in 2013. That's when we established Eve's Daughters. In 2013, we also established Man Up of Georgia. And as we went on, and we moved on, we wanted to build a relationship with first FIL. And I was like, well, I can't do this by myself. And I spent a large majority of my time down in Statesboro. So I was pretty much like, well, I need a team down this way also to sort of help me out with what's going on back in Dublin. So I truly feel like everything that you need to be successful, I feel like God puts it somewhere where you can reach it. You just have to grasp it and put the pieces of the puzzle together. But I do sincerely believe that doors of opportunity, they open and close. And so what you have to do is sometimes you have to position yourself, for success. And so I have this philosophy that I like to, that I call the inside out philosophy. And pretty much what that philosophy says is that it does me no justice to say, hey, I want to get out here and I want to clean the community of Dublin. I want to pick up trash in the community of Dublin, right? I want to make Dublin a better place. But yet when you come to my home, I got trash all all on the floor. The moral of the story is you start inside out. You start from inside and you work your way out. And what I mean by starting from the inside, you start with family, those who want to be a part. You start with friends, those who want to be a part. Now notice I said those who want to be a part. Because one thing about family and friends, they'll let you know real quick if they're not on your bandwagon. You understand? And whenever that yellow flag shows, pay attention to it. And believe it, because everything ain't for everybody. But I really wanted to give my family and friends, first dibs on the vision that I had. And so through doing that, what we did was we came up with this particular group down in Georgia Southern, and we called ourselves Unity. And I was like, well, you guys we have some from New York. We have 2 from New York, 1 from Texas, 1 from California. So in a essence, they are from the outside. So I was like, well, man, there's got to be some type of way that we could sort of bridge the gap between the community of Lawrence County with this particular team. And so what we did was we came up with a coalition, all right? And on this coalition, every entity that's partnered up with Unity up under Eve's Daughters, Inc., they select one member to be on the coalition of Unity, all right? And that's the type of teamwork that we need and that we're gonna need to build and make the dream work, as well as more partners. But they have to understand that we have to move in unity in order to make a big difference, all right? One more thing. Now, this phrase that I like to tell my mama, you know, some people make it happen, some people watch it happen, and some people don't even know it's happening. That's not mine now. I want to throw that out there. I can't remember where I got it from, but every now and then when I'm listening, you know, when I'm listening to people or music or TV or whatever, I pick up on little things, and some things just stick. All right. But in closing, I want to thank you all for coming out. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself, and we really look forward to pushing forward and doing some great things in the future. And I see we have some ladies from the Garden Club, if I'm not mistaken. If you guys want to throw your hands up and let everybody see who you are. And to all of our guests and supporters and friends, thank you. And this closed this year's Unity Banquet Awards.
Hi, everyone. We'd like to welcome you to Real Talk. I'm your host, Pat Terrio, and we are here at the Dublin Country Club for the first annual Unity Awards Banquet, and we've got the lovely, talented Miss Wanda Wiltshire with us. How are you, Wanda?
I'm doing wonderful on this afternoon.
Wanda, we're so proud of the work that you are doing for this community. Girl, you're doing great things.
Well, we're just so happy that we're able to give back into the community.
And you know what? And you're definitely giving back in great numbers. Talk to us a little bit about what tonight is for, and tell us about Eve's Daughter.
Well, tonight is our first annual Unity Awards Banquet. And on tonight, we awarded many awards on tonight. We gave our second scholarship for tonight for Eve's Daughters.
Wanda, tell the people a little bit about Eve's Daughters. Of course, they're finding out, but just tell us how this came into fruition.
Wow. As a registered nurse on the pediatric unit at Fairview Park Hospital, I was able to come in contact with many young women. And they were unable to, at times, prepare themselves for hospital admissions. And even sometimes we come in contact with teen girls. Pregnant teen girls,
right,
within our communities that need just a little nudge, a safe haven, someone to love them, encourage them, to educate them, and to empower them. So that is how Eve's Daughters was birthed.
You know, that is so amazing to have something like this for these young girls, and you're servicing a whole lot of different areas outside of Lawrence County.
Right.
Tell us about that.
Well, we provided opportunities for Wilkinson County, Twiggs County, Dodge County, and Telfair County, along with Lawrence County, to students to apply for our scholarship. And so with that being said, we're able to reach out and to give back to the community. Some deserving young lady that has their goals set on positively affecting the outcome of teenage pregnancy.
Absolutely, and this is such a wonderful cause, and of course you are definitely a subject matter expert, you know, in your field. Now, so for young ladies who would like to be a part of this, what do they need to do?
Well, young ladies that would like to be a part of Eve's Daughters could contact our lead teen consultants at the county schools here. We have a teen consultant at Dublin High School, East Lawrence High School, West Lawrence High School. And also, if they could just contact us, we have Facebook page. And they can also call us at 595-9074. And just to let us know, they like to be a part of Eve's Daughters. And it is not specifically for pregnant girls.
Right.
It's for all teen girls that want to make an impact in their community.
Absolutely. And two, you're talking about prevention education as well.
Right.
All right. Well, wonderful. We're so pleased to be here tonight and to be able to talk with you a little bit about Eve's Daughter. And you know, she's giving you the numbers to contact. Wanda, keep doing great things for our community.
Thank you so much.
All right. This is Miss Wanda Wilcher, everyone, founder of Eve's Daughters. You know, ladies and gentlemen, these are such wonderful organizations, and we've got two ride-or-die chicks here going to tell us all about Friends in Life.
Yes.
All right, we'll let you introduce yourselves, please.
My name is Latrenda Bell. I am the director of Friends in Life Girls Youth Group.
Very good. Hi, Latrenda.
And I'm Jacqueline Hosey, the co-director of Girls in Life, Friends in Life Youth Group.
Very good. Now, you two talked about your friendship and how that really helps you in what you do here with Friends in Life. So tell us a little bit about your organization and tell us the impact that it's made in their lives.
Friends in Life Youth Group came about because we're best friends. We've been friends for over 20 years. But one of the things that we realize is that when you have a bond with a person, especially a female that you can talk to, and it has a bigger impact on you throughout your life. And so we wanted to start an organization where we can work with young girls and help them form those bonds that can carry them throughout their lives.
And you know, that's so true. And you guys are starting off with very young ages, you know. You know, they sometimes say girls don't get along. You know, we get a little, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what has been the secret to your friendship?
Being honest.
Keeping it real, huh?
Yep. We've blended family, so.
That's a good thing. Now, these young girls, tell us, you know, is there any reluctancy when you first meet them and kind of try to get them acclimated into this program, and how do you see them progress throughout?
Sometimes it's hard trying to make progression, but you know, it's possible. It's possible. You just have to learn that child.
And the age group that you're talking about. So as young as 5 years old?
Yes, exactly. And that's when it should start, when they're young, because that's when they're getting into themselves. And you have to learn that child and learn what that child does, and you know, that's the learning process.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now tell us about some of the things that you do with these girls.
We do community projects. We do our Free for All food community feeding project with William Grove Baptist Church, and we also work with DHA, Dublin Housing Authority. We do workshops with them weekly where we talk with the girls on different subject matters. We also hold workshops, and we'll be holding some workshops this summer, so hopefully we can get some more participants.
Absolutely, and we think that this program here is definitely going to show the people out there that don't have knowledge about Friends in Life. It's going to let them know about Friends in Life. Exactly. And then you're partnering with some different organizations.
Yes.
So Dublin Housing Authority, you know, we heard you bring their name up on several times tonight.
Yes, great supporters.
Absolutely. So tell us about how these girls can get involved.
Well, you can get the application online because we have a website, or you can direct Latrenda or through Dublin Housing Authority, since they're close intact with Latrenda mostly.
What is your website?
It's Friends in Life, FIL Youth Group .vpweb.com.
Very good. What's the cutoff age?
Cutoff age is like, well, we really don't have a cutoff age, because once they reach 18 and they've graduated, they become big sisters where they come back and help mentor other girls.
So I could be a real big sister.
You sure can.
Because I've doubled that age.
You can be a big auntie.
Ooh, boom. Love it. Well, thank you so much, ladies. We're so proud of you all. We're proud of the work that you're doing, and we're glad that you're still BFFs and that you're bringing your knowledge of keeping it real and keeping it real with one another and educating young women about how we can get along and how it can be a positive relationship for them now and for their future. All right, this is Friends in Life, everyone. You know, ladies and gentlemen, it's such a pleasure to be able to catch up with this young man because he has been busy all evening. Mr. Brandon Wilcher, how are you?
I'm doing well. What about you?
Doing very well. This program has been awesome.
Great.
And we know it took a lot of work.
Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about that, and then tell us about your organization, okay?
Okay. Well, what we wanted to do here was we wanted everybody to come together who are part of Unity, which is a collage of different entities that come together and provide services for our community here.
Right.
And this was pretty much a time of celebration. Most of our work done thus far has been done without a budget.
You said that, and it's like, really?
Absolutely.
God is good, isn't he?
That's right. And so, we really had to rely on each other and different people out in the community who decided to sponsor us at that particular time. But I'm proud to say that, up under Eve's Daughters, Inc., we have received our 501c3.
That is such a blessing. That's going to open up so many doors for your organization. Absolutely. So many doors. Now tell us about Man Up, please.
Okay. So Man Up is actually a male involvement piece. I had the pleasure of rebirthing a fatherhood initiative a few years ago up under a different organization. So through the different things that I learned and the different things that the needs of the community that I identify with, I felt that it was necessary to take it a step further. And so I went to the drawing boards and came up with Man Up of Georgia, which is a male involvement piece that helps target, different components like men's health. We also have a mentoring program for young males called Journey to Royalty. And we also have a group called Men Talk, where we get together over breakfast and we just have, a discussion about different things that are going on in our lives and just talk about ways to make our lives better.
That is fantastic, and as I'm listening to you, I'm like, this is an old soul in a young man's body, because the vision that you have and at the age that you are is outstanding.
Thank you.
So as I'm speaking for your mama and your grandmama and your daddy and your aunts and your uncles, that you are doing something that's extraordinary.
Thank you.
Extraordinary, and we definitely commend you on that, because you're taking on several projects within a project, and you're tackling several different issues that really does touch our community and surrounding communities.
Absolutely. And also, up under the Unity umbrella, which, you'll hint on later, what we tried to create was a system. We have a organization that targets the female population. We have an organization that targets the male population. In the near future, we plan to implement another entity to target the elderly population.
So you're really trying to reach each and every person that you can at every dynamic with all generations.
Absolutely. We're trying to target the entire family unit.
Because a strong family, that keeps that family together. And when you have programs like this, it augments what's already being taught in the home.
Absolutely.
We're proud of you.
Thank you.
And then your mama was bragging on you a little bit, so we're gonna. So what are you working on academically now?
Academically, I'm finishing up my master's with the concentration in healthcare administration, and then I'm looking forward to pursue a doctoral degree in public health.
Well, Brandon, we are expecting great things from you, nothing less. Right. And I'm going to ask this question that the public is probably wondering: do you ever relax?
Oh man. Honest answer is
do you ever turn off to where you can just chill out?
No. Even when I'm lying in bed, my mind is still going.
The wheels on the bus.
It's still going.
That means you are a visionary.
That's right.
All right, wonderful. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Brandon Wilcher.
Roach Farm and Garden Spring Pig Picking was a great success thanks to all those who turned out to enjoy a great day of fun at Roach Farm and Garden in Dublin. Thanks to everyone for attending the Spring Pig Picking, and especially to cook the carrot, stew the tomato, and blanch the pea for having a great time with all the kids and adults alike. Roach Farm and Garden, a family tradition. Roach, a family name in farm and gardening. Visit us at the River Bridge in Dublin and in Wrightsville. And once again, thanks to all those who enjoyed a great day at the Spring Pig Picking. Remember to like us on Facebook. It's Roach Farm and Garden.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we caught up with Jeff Shepard down at Roach Farm and Garden's Pig Out, and everybody's had a good time eating some good food today. And you couldn't go turkey hunting today. It rained out early.
We had all this bad weather, but anyways, it's worked out. We've missed some and got some this year, so it's planning on, and we trying to get stuff ready. I'm down here today to get some plants, some salt blocks.
Yeah, you got to keep them coming in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Got to have it.
Now we planted oats last time.
Yeah, and they doing good. They ought to be up thick as hair on the dog's back. I mean, it looks good. But but yeah, you got to keep stuff going all the time. And it's a great place to stop. It got everything here that you need.
All right, so we're down at Roach's, and you're gonna pick up a salt block and what else now?
Right now it's time to put your salt blocks out.
Yeah.
People usually wait to October, but that's when they quit eating salt blocks. Right now is when you need to buy your salt blocks. So get those, put them out. And we're going to, really, I need to get some tomato plants while I'm here. So I'm going to get me some of that from my garden and just some knickknacks, and we'll go from there.
All right, tell us how turkey season been going, Jeff.
It's been a hit and miss. Turkeys are down in Georgia right now. But if you keep the stuff planted on your property, you keep them there. Yeah. And with turkeys is down, they need more food. The poult ratio's down. And with all this bad weather we've been having, I mean, it's been 30s, and it's been hot. Right. We've had all this rain every weekend. So, you know, on a planting standpoint, you got good water to plant with, but on the nesting for the turkeys, they're down, so we need to do as much as we can to help them. But, you know, as far as the killing of the turkeys, yeah, we've got some, and we've had some miss. We've got some good footage. Hopefully we get to show you.
Yeah, you took Jake, didn't you?
Yeah, well, that's my little son. He's 11, but he shot 5 times and got 1. So right off the bat, so he's had a good season. It ain't all about putting them in the truck.
Right.
It's the experience on the whole thing.
Oh yeah, and you tour a lot of people now. You take them on hunts. So
yeah, we got it. You know, up here in the lodge in Dublin, and we've had some very success. I've been 100% up there for. Oh, gosh, since they've been open. Yeah. They got a good turkey population there. And we're supposed to carry a girl in the morning. It's a cancer patient. It's kind of a dream hunt for her. So we're doing that in the morning. And hopefully she comes out and does something good. The weather will hold off for her.
Yeah, the weather will hold out because you'll do your part.
I'll try anyways. I can't say I'm going to try.
Yeah. All right, so you always coming down to Roach. I see you down here quite a bit. Once again, you find what you're looking for, don't you?
Everything's here that you can need for the outdoorsman or planting food plots or just your garden at your house. It's right here at Roach's.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, these 4 beautiful people are making me feel like I'm in college again. How are y'all doing?
Oh, it's doing great.
Oh my gosh, all from Georgia Southern. We want to have you introduce yourselves to everyone. Brag on yourself a little bit. It's cool, okay? All right, you guys ready? Yes. All right, we'll start to my left. Hello, gorgeous.
Hello, my name is Sherelle Cottrell Daniels, and I'm originally from California, and I recently graduated with my master's in public health from Georgia Southern.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Now tell us about your family.
Well, I have a younger brother, so it's just the 2 of us, and my parents back home in California.
And you know, how is it for you being so far away from home?
It's different. I don't get to go home as often, but when I do, I make sure I spend time with my parents.
And that's good. And you know, it seems like you've built a little family here with all of these individuals. Is that so?
Yeah, it's made it easier being far away from home to meet people you can hang out with and connect.
Very good. Now, when you're not studying, when you're not working, what do you do for your downtime?
I sleep. And
that's good. That's good. No, sleeping is good. She's a sleeping beauty, so that is good. So you sleep. Anything else?
And I've been trying to find books that interest me that are not academic related.
Very good. Very good. Keep it clean, though. You know, you don't want to read nothing, won't you? You know, keep your mind no 50 Yes, darling. All right, very good. Such a pleasure to meet you, beautiful. All right, your turn, lovely.
Yes, ma'am. My name is Carmen Williams, and I am a second-year doctoral student at Georgia Southern in public health leadership. And
Carmen, wait a minute. Now, have you always, like, even as a little girl, did you have dreams of being a doctor?
I did. At the time, it was a medical doctor, but I see now that I do want to affect a higher level of change. Mm-hmm. So I decided to do public health.
How has your journey been?
It has been, I hate to say rough, but
as I'm on this tedious journey. I mean, because it does get tedious because, you know, you're at a point right now where you can definitely see the light at the end of the tunnel. Yes, you know, is that true? But, you know, that's not an easy road to take.
It's not, and I am getting towards the end, getting ready to start on my dissertation, and so very happy to almost be done next May.
Oh my gosh,
Yes,
Doc, we're so
ma'am.
proud of you.
Thank you.
All right, sir.
Hello.
You're amongst women.
Oh, man, I'm so fortunate.
He feels
I'm
very
so,
fortunate.
I'm so fortunate.
Yes. Tell us about yourself.
Okay, well, my name is Wayne Lawrence. I'm a Master of Public Health student at Georgia Southern University in epidemiology. And I actually will be graduating in about a week to pursue my doctorate after graduation, so I'm excited.
Let's have a little graduation party for him.
I'm around all these intelligent sisters. I just gotta. They said I need to pursue it to speak to them.
Absolutely, you're going to have to in order to be on their level.
Exactly.
You're going to have to do extra.
Exactly. I'm not gonna argue that.
Very good. Pleasure to meet you.
Yes, pleasure.
All right, young lady.
Yes, I am Daniela Thorne.
Hello, Daniela.
Hello.
Tell us a little more about you.
Well, I am originally from New York. You probably can hear it in my voice. I am a first-year doctorate student in the School of Public Health, pursuing a degree in community health and education.
That is so fantastic. Now, is there anyone in your family that's also in this field?
Absolutely not. My mom's an educator, so she's been teaching elementary school all my life. So I am interested in health education, so I guess kind of, but not necessarily public health.
Kind of, sort of, Mama. Kind of, sort of, but this is such a huge endeavor. So what did you go through? What process did you go through to decide that this is what I want to do?
Well, I actually got into health education at the high school level, and I was so anti-teaching because I seen my mom go through the woes of that. And I decided that I really wanted to teach, but I didn't want to just be a gym teacher. I didn't want to just be a health teacher. I wanted to teach more people and, like Carmen said, affect a bigger level of change. So that's why I pursued this degree.
And you all are definitely affecting change. And so tell us about Unity. Who wants to start us with that? Do you want to tell us about Unity?
I guess I start us off, and then we could
Okay.
go to someone else from here. Yeah.
Very good.
So one thing that I truly enjoy about Unity is that their passion for coming together with other organizations to help make a difference, especially within underserved populations. So one thing that they like to do is just come together and just better the lives of people within Middle Georgia and help increase access overall, both health and food-wise all together.
That is fantastic. That is fantastic. What are you going to add towards this?
Well, we consider Unity like an umbrella, and we have entities underneath Unity. So, for instance, we have Eve's Daughters, we have Man Up of Georgia, we have Friends in Life, and we're also looking to pursue Will Care, which is an elderly entity. So we're looking at the whole family unit. So that's what it is. It's the umbrella that all these little small organizations are under.
And that is so wonderful that you all are doing this kind of work, you know, and I want to emphasize at the age and level that you are. This is big stuff that you all are undertaking, and especially with so much that has changed in the world and how it's ever changing. Because when I was your age, when I was in, an undergraduate, I remember things were so much different. We were clueless to so many things, and what you have here is educating the public about so many things and so many preventative things that you're doing. And so have you always been doing this kind of work? Like even when you were younger, were you in high school, was this kind of stuff even on your hard drive?
Well, excuse me. In high school, I wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to be a pediatrician. And that changed, of course, as I went through college. And after I graduated, I worked at an after-school program, and all of those students were low income. So that's when I realized public health was where I needed to be, helping the community, giving them access to resources.
And so when you're talking about this program, how much time is it taking away from your schedules? Because some of you in the doctoral program and think it's very time consuming. So how much time is required for you to be a part of this and the work that you're doing?
Well, I think a little, but you know, it's so rewarding to do something like this that you just want to take out the time. It does take, you know, some prioritizing and some moving some schedules around, but it's worth it. So that's a little time. Yeah.
That's good. And speaking of time, how do you stay balanced? What do you do to stay balanced? Because, you know, we have the opportunity to go into the schools with the high school, the elementary level, and talking to the kids. The one thing that I always like to mention and talk to them about if they're student athletes is what is it that you do to stay balanced? Because as my life is very busy, a mother of 3 teenagers, it's very important to me that with all the things I'm involved in, with my work, with my kids, with my church, with my community, that there's a balance because you want to be effective in what you do.
Right.
How do you keep the balance?
How do I keep the balance? I guess for me personally, to keep the balance, I always take time for myself, to be honest. So yes, I have a busy schedule. I'm always in classroom, but at the end of the day, you want to be able to recover if you go back out there and help other people. So for me, it's all about just taking time for yourself every now and then.
What do you do when you take time?
For me, I usually read sometimes. I usually just go out, hang out with friends, just things that aren't too strenuous, I guess, mentally.
Very good. What do you do? What do you do?
We eat.
Yeah.
We go and eat.
You go and eat?
Yes.
To kind of keep that balance because, you know, that's important.
Absolutely.
That's important. And what do you do to keep the balance?
I do take time to myself. I'll go home and not turn anything on and just take time to myself and maybe listen to music, but I won't have the TV on.
You know what I like to do? I mean, I like to dance.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Statesboro, Georgia, there's not many options for that. So when you find a good place for us to go to, we'll come out.
My living room.
Oh, okay. All right, well, you let us know when the next party is.
Okay, party at my house, in the living room, old school style.
Right.
House, what do y'all know about house parties? Do they still have house parties?
Oh, we're actually going to one tonight.
Yeah.
End of the semester. Decompressing. Yes.
Decompressing. Very good. Well, listen, we are so proud of you all. You know, thank you for coming here to share with us with what you have, what you're giving back, you know, because what you're giving back, but people are taking so much in for what you have to offer. We want you to stay focused, keep doing great things, keep making us proud of you, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Thank you.
It's party time now,
Let's
right?
go.
All right. Georgia Southern is in the house. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, tonight has been such a fun night, and we've got two guests that were here part of tonight's evening, and they're going to share a little bit with us. Hi, ladies.
Hi, how you doing?
Doing great. Introduce yourselves to everyone, please, and tell us about tonight's event for you.
Well, my name is Emma Harris. I'm from Hawkinville, Georgia, and just a blessing to be here because Miss LaTrinda Bell, I met her years ago, and she invited me to come, and I truly enjoyed this program, and I hope that somewhere in the community that everybody has a program as this.
And you're right, Miss Emma, and did you notice, like, with so many kids and people's lives that these programs touch?
Yes.
I mean, as I was listening to them, I was like, oh my, you know, I was surprised because I didn't know that it stretched that far in the community, and you all are from Hawkinsville, and so what involvement did you have with the program, or how did you heard about it from LaTrinda? Is that correct?
Yes, I did. I did.
And you think this is something you'd like to support and come back to?
I will always support this program because it's a good thing, and every community needs this.
It absolutely is. Thank you, Miss Emma.
You're welcome.
You know my mama's name was Emma.
Really?
Hi, darling.
Hi, how you doing?
Doing well. Introduce yourself to everyone.
My name is Janice Rose.
Hi, Miss Rose.
I'm from Dublin, Georgia.
Dublin, Georgia.
Yes.
Now tell us what made you come to tonight's event.
Well, I met LaTrinda a long time ago when she was a little bitty child.
You know her from way back.
Yes, way back. And my daughter is one of the big sister in FIL, and I'm one of the mother of FIL.
And tell us what that means.
That means a friend of life. And that means that means when you get together and you meet one friend, you know that that friend is going to be there for you when you need them.
And you know, that's so important because you know, when you think about it, it's about building relationships because you've known her since she was little and you met her some years back.
Yes,
and
it's 2010.
And it's left a lasting impression on you from meeting her.
Yes, it has.
And so therefore it's only fitting that she is the founder of Friends in Life and what they're doing.
Exactly.
And how does your daughter feel about being a part of the program?
She feels wonderful about it. She's one of the big sisters.
What's her name?
Her name is Cornisha Holmes.
Okay, very good, Cornisha. Mama is bragging about you being a part of this. And so we're glad that she's a part of it and glad that you, Mom, support it.
Yes, well, I always will be here to support LaTrinda.
Miss Rose, thank you, darling.
Thank you.
And Emma. Thank you, darling.
You're welcome.
All
Thank
right.
you.
That's all the time we have tonight. It's been a wonderful, wonderful event here at the Dublin Country Club for the Unity Awards Banquet. You all please support the organizations and realize and understand that it's not just touching one individual, but it's touching all individuals. Thank you so much.
Thank you.